Andy and Paul are meeting with Thomas and Sally Miller, who've documented the many strange cattle mutilations at their ranch.
Tell us the story of this place. We hear you've had cattle mutilations out here for years, right?
That is correct. We didn't start cataloging them until 1996. And we had one that was very close to the house. So when we went out to see why we had a new calf that was less than a few days old, had died when she was just running around hours before, we saw that she had been badly mutilated.
And you have no idea of how it happened?
No, we had the sheriff out, the police out, and they're like, well, there are no tracks. There's nothing to indicate. There are no predator marks, no rips, no tears, just... So that was our first one, and we thought we better start keeping track in case it happens again.
Right.
So we started taking photos, and then we created a map, and we started marking where we found each of the dead cows. So just a little hand-drawn thing.
Look at that.
You can see most of them track right along the river.
This one right here, that was the very first one.
And you can see that she was cut this way and cleaned out from here. But look all around here. There are no prints, there's no blood, there isn't anything.
There's nothing
to indicate that kind of a mutilation.
I mean, it looks like sliced open, not chewed open, not attacked.
Cut and then spread. That's wild.
In terms of the circumstances, what's different, what's the same?
Usually they follow a pattern of removing the eye, removing an ear, the entire ear. They remove the tongue.
But just one ear?
One ear.
And one eye?
And one eye. And then typically they will take the reproductive organs, the teats, the heart, the liver, and the kidneys.
But of all of these, I've never found a bullet hole in one of those, so something else kills them.
Right.
But they haven't been shot. And of course, then there's no blood.
There's no blood?
No blood. A cow has 5-6 gallons of blood in her system. And even though they're all cut up, there's not a drop there.
Within a day of them passing?
Within hours sometimes.
There's no blood?
There's no blood. Really, I think something lifts them up, does their thing, and then drops them down.
We're well into 100 grand that we have lost since we started counting. And we are the only ranch around here that is affected by this.
So the question is, why is it happening so much on your ranch?
We'd like to know that.
Where's the most recent one?
This one up near the Arroyo.
If there remains there still, I'd love to go now.
Yeah, can you take us there?
Sure. Yeah, we can go look at it, and you guys can see for yourself.
Please.
Okay.
Show us the way.
Wow, look at this,
Look at
Andy.
this.
See this?
Yeah. Wow.
So this thing has been completely disassembled now.
Yeah.
This was a massive animal, too. Look at the spinal column.
Yeah. So, Tom, and this is the hide that's still here?
Yeah, and if you come around on this side, you can see it better. See, some of it is real smooth cut. You notice how smooth that edge is.
Right.
But then you notice down here where the animals tore, and see how rough it is?
Right, you can see the difference. That's where it was sliced or cut open.
Yeah.
And this is where it was chewed.
Where the animals got to it.
Like it's been torn or bitten off.
What in nature could cause something like this?
Due to reports of UAP sightings and a strange magnetic anomaly above the bridge running through the Miller Ranch property, the team wants to fill the spot with electrical energy to see what effect they can stimulate. So they're bringing in Skinwalker veteran Cameron Prince to power up some Tesla coils like he did on Skinwalker Ranch.
Well, these two coils I brought, they're capable of producing about 300,000 volts each. They'll make a 7 to 8 foot spark to send some energy into that bridge. These coils radiate electricity detectable within 25 feet.
Beautiful. So we're going to charge up really the entire area under the bridge with energy.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
perfect. All right, I think we're all set to go.
Everything's recording.
This is where we turn it over to you, Cameron.
Let's hit it.
All right. All right, we ready?
Ready, sir?
Bringing the coils up.
Wow. Making contact with the bridge.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan our spectrum. We just flooded the environment with energy. Let's see if we don't pick up on something that may have reacted during that experimentation.
It's almost that was a pulse.
Look at that. Did you see that? Look at that.
One.
That's all 1.733.
This is exactly what we've been seeing around the ranch, at the mutilation sites, and in the house.
Right. We've been seeing some kind of excess energy coming in at 1.733, 1.735 gigahertz. That's it. That's our frequency. 1.735. Look at how strong that signal is.
So regular. That's the most consistent pulse we've seen anywhere on the ranch.
And what's fascinating is this is electrical energy. This is radio frequency.
What's the correlation?
There should be no relationship here. Cameron, you seem to have stirred something up.
Look at that.
Now, those look more like data packets to me.
Data packets, which show up as square blocks on the spectrum analyzer, are pieces of information sent over radio frequencies, usually as part of a larger encrypted message. The team will now run the Tesla coils again, increasing the energy levels in increments of 10 hertz to see if they can trigger any other anomalies.
All right, I'm gonna start at 200 hertz, and then we'll step up to 210 and so on. 10 hertz steps.
Okay.
All right, firing her up.
Whoa, look at that. Yeah. Look, a little bit of a pulse.
Our next bit. Look, 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 look.
Wow.
Look at all that energy.
The gap.
Look at this. No activity.
I mean, look how quiet it is now.
Looks like you guys saw something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a broad reaction, still centered on the 1.735 area.
But we also started getting hits on the UFO DAP.
Yeah.
So it saw something above us.
Right. When this UFO DAP hit happened, we lost our energy here. It seemed like it had energy that was charging up, energy that was pulsing, and then the energy fell, and the UFO DAP hit happened. So let's pull up the file and see what the UFO DAP had. All right, so it looks like 108 was the one that captured the hits. Our timestamp, 9:41:42. Let's take a look at what happened in 9:41 first. Oh, you see this? Look at this, look at this, look at this.
Why
What
is
is
it not-
that? It's not locked onto the right moving target. Watch. Something appears right there.
That's really interesting. Look at that.
What is that? Let's check out the other file. There it is.
Whoa, whoa, did you see that?
Yeah.
It
It appears out of nowhere.
appeared in two places at once.
Did it?
Look, there it is there, and then it's here.
What?
I've had tree stands or hunters, and this one, he was setting up a tree in the middle of the night, and in the morning showed me a picture of this thing. It looked like a marble on his cell phone, but he said it was here, and then it was there, it was up there.
Tell me that
Whoa.
this doesn't look like exactly the story you're telling. Something marble-sized that jumps around the screen. Do you see that, Tom?
Yeah, that's what it looked like on his cell phone.
What it sounds like to me is we may have triggered something very similar to what that hunter saw on your property.
Could be, could be.
Yeah.
Here's so with the compounding strangeness that we've had on your ranch, Tom, from cattle mutilations, UFO sightings, orb sightings, I mean, paralysis, vibrations, we've now been able to come out to the area where we've seen the most concentrated energy, add energy to the environment, transform the radio frequency itself, and trigger UAPs.
Right.
It certainly seems like something here is sensitive to the Tesla coils.
I mean, these are fantastic results.
Yeah.
Tom, this is your ranch. You own this strangeness even after we leave.
Oh, boy.